Hello, everyone. Yes, it's here. It's the Deviant Moon Tarot book by Patrick Valenza. I cannot tell you how happy I am with this purchase. I got it yesterday. I've been waiting for it for a couple of months. I've ordered it back in December. It's very expensive, especially with shipping, because I live in Canada and it ships from the US, and it's very, very heavy. It's thick. I don't know if you can tell how big it is by looking at the palm of my hand. So this is going to be a short video. It's not going to be a review because I just flipped through it, but I really wanted to upload this so you guys can have an idea. And just by looking at it, it's worth the price. The quality is unbelievable. I mean, US Games, extraordinary job, and Patrick Valenza. It took him 3 years to write this book. Initially, he thought it will take him 3 months, but it ended up being a way longer process than he thought. So without further ado, I just want to walk you through it just for a couple of minutes so you can get an idea. Yeah, and you have here sorts of macabre type jokes. And it comes with this extra card, 49, which is called the Beast. And here it also has the meaning for it, which I haven't noticed in the beginning because I was, oh, and it has a different backing than his tarot deck. So I was so eager to flip through it that I didn't even notice this in the beginning. So I'll just set this aside. Oh, and it's signed. See, I'm telling you, I haven't noticed many things. And in the table of contents, it talks about the lifelong journey that he had with a drawing and starting his tarot deck. Okay, the paper is glossy, but not very. It's thick. So here is Patrick at a young age. I'm not sure if it says how old he was, but he was working on his first sketches, and he talks about how he discovered his first deck in the mid-70s. Look at this. Look at the colors. Oh man. And then of course you get all the, I didn't go through, oh yes I did. Yeah, so it has all the majors and the minors, full size. I'll show it to you. So how the Deviant Moon came to be. Photographic sources, all sorts of cemeteries, asylums, old buildings, decrepit buildings, as he said. And his inspiration for his entities in the Deviant Moon deck. So if you're intrigued by his deck as I was, you would find this book very interesting, because it gives you that, okay, that background. So this is what I was talking about. You have a full page, and look at my hand. It's true I have tiny hands, but this is a big book. Okay, just to put the card here, just for scale. So you have all the cards in the deck this big. And it talks about the story of the Fool. How did it come to be in this posture? It says the Fool begins his journey with a delirious dance to the canal, leaving the conventional traditions of the city behind. With maniacal laughter, he heads out into the unknown, still clothed in his sleepwear. Half awake, half dreaming, the Fool treads water on the cusp of the conscious and subconscious realms, neither fully in one nor the other. So you get the idea. And then it has the upright meanings, reversed meanings, and about Harlequins, how he was as a child, that he has had visions of past life memories, and the Harlequin was one of his visions that started in childhood. So it's very, very interesting. I mean, look at this. And then after the meanings, you have pictures and descriptions of his previous attempts of creating the full card, because it was quite the process. And actually, the fool that ended up being in the deck is one of his earliest sketches. And then the magician and so on has the same. So this is from 1981. Look at this. Okay, and it goes on and on, so it will take me forever if I go through this, but let's just see one of the minors, Four of Wands, one of my favorite cards in the deck. And the same thing, so just because they are minors, they don't suffer from any lack of attention from his part. It's just so nice to see the process, the thought that has gone into making a deck, to a creation of this kind. And I hope the light is okay. I just want to see the Ace of Wands, because this is my favorite card in the deck, because it has a lot of green. Green is my favorite color. Where are we? Are we Nine of Wands? I think he starts with the court cards first of the suit. Or does it go backwards? Six of Wands, Four of Wands. Oh, okay. So he goes backwards. He starts with the court cards and then he moves backwards. So Three of Wands, Two of Wands. It'll be interesting to see why. I guess I'll find out once I start reading the book. Ah, there she is. Look at this. Look at the symbolism. Look at the fire that emerges from the wand, or the sprouts that are kind of coming up from the little trees. All the green, the baby seed, all the hands. It's full of symbolism. And looking at it, I was reading, I think, the Seven of Swords, and he was talking about, let's see if I can get there. He was talking about, look at these colors. I've never seen colors like this in any deck, and it's not just the book, it's the deck itself. They're so saturated, but in a delightful way. I don't know, it's unique, definitely. So I'm trying to find the swords. I'm not sure how he put it. Probably before. I'm sure if he started with the swords. Oh, I like that. I'm trying to find the Seven of Swords so I can demonstrate what I'm talking about. So here, because the scale is bigger than the deck itself, you can see a lot of the symbolism that I personally have missed. For example, the crossed fingers, and he talks about it. The thread here, that's almost caving in. So he says, the harlequin attempts to swallow his sword in a dramatic display of skill. He contorts his long body into a precarious position, balancing a heavy sword across his feet while another sword dangles on a rope above his wide open mouth. More concerned with his flashy appearance, the harlequin rushes to perform before he is competent in his art. He has one foot twisted backwards while the other is bare, suggesting that he is not quite prepared to execute such a daring act. Regardless, the impulsive harlequin continues his risky performance, even though his plans are seriously flawed. The frayed rope which binds the two blades above him will soon break, leaving him in a tragic predicament. And then he talks about the symbolism in the rest of the landscape. He talks about the swords. 3 swords stand stabbed in the ground, representing past failures. Okay. with fingers crossed, he relies on luck more than a sound strategy. So yeah. So I will end this here. Again, Patrick Valenza, amazing work. If you really like the Deviant Montale, you'll absolutely love this book. Again, it's pricey, but it's well worth it. Thank you for watching. Take care.